Taehyung's Burj Khalifa moment breaks the internet. Jungkook's cryptic hint changes everything. The world wasn't ready. Nobody was. Not the fans, not the media, not even the casual observers who didn't follow K-pop, because on the night Dubai lit up with millions of lights, one name blazed across the tallest tower in the world, a name that sent shockwaves not just throughout the ARMY community, but across the entire global internet. Kim Taehyung, V of BTS. The man who could silence a city just by breathing into a microphone. And on this particular night, he didn't just steal the spotlight, he became the spotlight. IT started quietly, a rumor, a whisper, a few armies online posting cryptic tweets. Something big is happening in Dubai tonight. You guys, I think it's Taehyung. Why is Burj Khalifa workers suddenly clearing an entire zone? But no one was prepared for the truth. When the clock struck 8 p.m. Dubai time, the Burj Khalifa went completely dark. A chilling silence spread through the crowd gathered outside. Phones were raised, live streams began, and hearts started pounding. Then, boom, a single beam of purple light exploded upward, climbing the skyscraper like a shooting star. And then his face appeared. Taehyung, elegant, majestic, undeniable. The entire Burj Khalifa turned into a 828-meter-tall tribute to his artistry. A cinematic display synchronized with music, fireworks, and a visual montage that highlighted everything from his deep, soulful eyes to the iconic baritone voice that had captured millions. The UAE sky turned violet. People screamed, cried, collapsed. Hundreds of thousands watched online, and within minutes, millions joined. That was the beginning of the chaos. Twitter crashed, TikTok froze, Instagram lagged, YouTube live streams stuttered and struggled to keep up. Every trending list in every country was filled with one word: Taehyung. The hashtags multiplied like wildfire. Hashtag TaehyungBurjKhalifa, hashtag #VonBurjKhalifa, hashtag Taehyung Global Icon, hashtag Kim Taehyung Supremacy. Wise flooded the timeline with disbelief. He's the first BTS member to get this. The visuals, the music. I'm shaken. Taehyung doesn't just make history. He is history. News outlets scrambled to post articles. Radio stations mentioned his name. TV shows in multiple countries cut into their regular programming just to talk about what was happening. IT was, in every definition of the word, a cultural moment. But the real twist, the part that set the fandom on fire, came shortly afterward. Just minutes after Taehyung's full Burj Khalifa display ended, something strange happened. Jungkook, who had been quiet on social media for days, suddenly posted something. Not a picture, not a selfie, not a video, but a cryptic hint, something so unexpected, so bizarre, and so perfectly timed that ARMY exploded again. IT was a simple message, 0.5 words, but the timing, suspicious, intentional, almost coordinated. The message read, "It was beautiful, wasn't it?" But here's the catch. Jungkook didn't mention Taehyung. He didn't mention Burj Khalifa. He didn't mention Dubai. Nothing. Just that one sentence. And that was enough to ignite a global storm. The two members have always shared a complex, mysterious dynamic, a bond that fans have analyzed for years. Sometimes playful, sometimes emotional, sometimes impossible to decode. When Taehyung lit up the tallest building in the world, and Jungkook reacted the way he did, well, ARMY went wild. Fan reactions flooded in. This is a Taehyung parallel. You can't tell me this isn't connected. He's proud of Tae. I just know. Their timing is always suspiciously perfect. Some even made side-by-side edits. Taehyung on the Burj Khalifa screen, Jungkook posting the cryptic message with soft music in the background, and the comments, unhinged, emotional, hilarious. Even journalists began speculating. Some headlines read, Jungkook sends mysterious message minutes after Taehyung's Burj Khalifa display. Fans believe BTS Jungkook responded to Taehyung's Dubai tribute. Coincidence or coordination? BTS members set internet ablaze. Radio hosts debated its meaning. Reaction channels on YouTube fired instant videos with titles like, Jungkook's secret message to Taehyung? ARMY thinks Jungkook knew. Here's why. The Taehyung x Jungkook connection, explained. News commentators who normally didn't even know the members by name were suddenly analyzing 5 English words like they were ancient prophecy. But the most interesting part came 3 hours later. A fan found a tiny, barely noticeable detail on Jungkook's Spotify activity. IT showed he had listened to a very specific track, a song Taehyung once recommended in an interview, a slow, emotional, calming piece titled Beautiful Moments. The internet went insane. People began screaming. He listened to Beautiful Moments after posting? Jungkook is communicating in riddles, I swear. This is not a coincidence anymore. Reaction videos multiplied. Analysts dissected every frame of Jungkook's recent appearances. Some fans even looked at his clothing to see if he wore something symbolic. Just when the fanbase thought everything had calmed down, Jungkook posted again a simple Instagram story, a view of a night sky. Stars sprinkled across a quiet dark canvas. An O caption, an O context. That was all it took. ARMY immediately connected it to Taehyung's sunset night sky .2 posts that looked like a sequence. People interpreted it in dozens of ways. Jungkook completed Taehyung's picture. They're showing day and night. Is this symbolic? What is happening? Some fans even created edits where Taehyung's sunset transitions into Jungkook's night sky, and the emotional comments poured in. This feels like storytelling. Like they're speaking without words. This is art. The fandom was deep in the trenches and loving every second of it. Almost the exact same minute. Taehyung liked a post. Jungkook liked a post. Different posts, different accounts, different content. But fans noticed something eerie. Both posts had the caption, "Everything changes," in them. They weren't related. They weren't from the same creator. They weren't connected. But the timing? Too precise. Too strange. Too coincidental. ARMY yelled in unison. What is going on? And suddenly, the phrase "everything changes" became the next global trend, and O1 understood how it happened. And O1 could explain the timing. But when fans noticed that Taehyung and Jungkook had liked two completely different posts containing the same exact phrase, "everything changes," it felt like destiny itself was playing a prank on the world. ARMY timelines exploded. Stop, there is no way this is a coincidence. Why are they moving like a duo tonight? Everything changes? What changes? Within minutes, theories began spreading like wildfire. Some fans thought the phrase hinted at a new project. Some thought it connected to Taehyung's Burj Khalifa tribute. Others believed it was symbolic, a quiet acknowledgement of the members' individual growth. But a huge portion of the fandom, unsurprisingly, linked it back to the moment involving both of them. The comments everywhere were unhinged. This feels personal. Why are they in sync like this? Taehyung and Jungkook are communicating telepathically at this point. But then someone uncovered the detail that pushed the fandom into complete madness. The phrase "everything changes" also appeared in a song Taehyung once recommended and in a lyric Jungkook once sang during a live performance. That was the final straw. A fan posted a comparison clip showing Taehyung softly singing the line, "Everything changes," during a live stream from years ago. Another dug up a moment where Jungkook hummed the same phrase during practice. These parallels resurfaced everywhere. TikTok edits, Instagram reels, YouTube compilations, Twitter threads, Tumblr essays. Yes, Tumblr made a comeback. Suddenly, ARMY wasn't just analyzing what they posted. They were analyzing what they liked, what they sang, what they referenced, what they hinted at. Even unintentionally, for many fans, the phrase became symbolic. Everything changes. BTS members evolving, their careers shifting, their lives unfolding, but at the same time, the way Taehyung and Jungkook moved in unison made it impossible for ARMY to ignore the pattern. Just when the fandom was still drowning in theories, Jungkook decided to go live, out of nowhere, with zero warning, at a time when no one expected it. The notification hit millions of phones simultaneously. Jungkook has started a live stream. ARMY screamed, dropped everything, ran from kitchens, bedrooms, workspaces, even public transportation. Within seconds, hundreds of thousands of viewers flooded the live. And Jungkook, he appeared calm, soft, relaxed, as if he hadn't just sent the entire global internet into chaos over the past 24 hours. He greeted fans with a smile. Hi, what are you all doing? The comments exploded instantly. What did you mean? IT was beautiful, wasn't IT? Do you know about Taehyung? Everything changes? Hello? Are you watching the chaos? Jungkook squinted at the chat, confused, or at least pretending to be, and then he laughed a soft, playful laugh. That alone caused another meltdown. Fans begged him to clarify the meaning of his cryptic message. Some comments appeared on the screen. Was your post about Taehyung's Burj Khalifa moment? Did you watch it live? What do you mean by beautiful? Jungkook didn't answer directly. He didn't deny it. He didn't confirm it, but he did something worse, or better, depending on how you see it. He smiled. A very meaningful smile, a smile that felt like, I know what you're talking about, but I'm not telling. The fandom lost their collective sanity. People clipped the smile, slowed it down, added background music, posted dramatic edits, analyzed his body language like forensic experts. One fan even posted, "This is the smile of someone who knows exactly what he did." Another wrote, "He's enjoying the chaos and I love him for it."